All right, high crotch positioning. What we're going to focus on with our high crotch positioning is when we get in a high crotch, okay, we've got to keep an upright position. Okay? Instead of being bent over in here, we want to focus on from my knee, pretty much through my hip to my shoulder, and pretty much want a straight line. It'll be a slight bend, but the more I get bent over, the more my back becomes like a tabletop, and I don't want that weight on top of me. So when I get in here in a high crotch, okay, and my head is up, my shoulder is tight to the hip, okay. You can see this side of my body, okay. It's pretty much straight up, okay. My outside leg is not too far forward, okay. It's not down to a knee, okay. We're pushing, so we're pushing across her body, right here. My hand position, okay. Hold my arm snaked around the back of the leg, okay. Outside hand on top. Now, I think the key here is I don't want to hug this leg, okay. If I hug with my hands, it's going to bring my head and my shoulders down. It's going to cave my chest in. I want my chest out, okay. I want to pinch with my elbows, right here. Pinching with my elbows to keep this tight. There's a big difference between being here and right here, okay. So pinching with our elbows, and now one of the big problems when we get in on a high crotch is stopping our motion. So I think it's a good habit to get into is after our initial shot, okay, and get a little bit of reaction from our opponent, and just keep stepping with our outside leg, sliding our inside knee, and keep that motion. All right, so you can see it, coming here, I'm dropping, driving in, she scrolls a little bit, I step, and slide. I step, I slide. I step, slide, I step. Right in there, stepping, sliding, so I can eventually drive up to my feet or have options to finish. If my legs stop moving, then my options to finish are going to diminish very fast. We have a choice really to pull with our arms or push with our legs. We really can't do both. Okay? I'm asking you to pinch with your elbows, keep your chest out, and then driving with your legs. This kind of motion. Okay? That motion is important, I think, when we're initially learning to keep good position. Everyone can get to good position, but can they keep it long enough to finish? And I think that's the real secret, is keeping position. Okay? Now, let's go into different finishes. First on the mat. Our finishes on the mat. We're in good position right here. Our first finish, I'm taking a step. I'm keeping the weight on the inside knee, on my lead leg knee. Okay? But I'm taking a step. I'm dropping. Behind, and then I'm driving up. Okay, watch my head position. And right here, when I step, I'm pulling forward with my attack arm. I'm pulling forward, dropping my head behind, and lifting the ankle, replacing my head, replace my hand right here, posting my hand to the mat to keep height, tabletopping the leg. Now I can step up, finish the attack. Okay, so getting the angle. Right here, she sprawls a little bit. I can step and slide. And I'm stepping, rotate. You'll notice the whole time the weight stayed on my inside knee. A common problem right here is when we turn the corner, our weight comes off that inside knee. Okay? This is a common problem. And then she leans into me, she turns in, and I'm collapsing to the outside. I need to keep the weight across her body. Driving up. Okay, turning the corner. Second, she sprawls on me. Okay, she gets a little bit of an angle. I have a choice right here. I can try to get my position back by stepping and sliding. Okay. That would be option number one. Option number two, she sprawls, post your hand. You can either tripod and throw your knees under, or post your hand and sit under and lift up. Okay. Now we can finish by taking our head to the opposite side of our body. Right into a hand turn. Okay. Again, when someone sprawls on a high crotch, they sprawl out. If I can see my shoulder, if it's not inside her hip, she's starting to beat my position. So I either need to step and slide to get my shoulder back in, or she sprawls, post, come underneath her legs, right here. Now I can step up, rotate my head to the opposite side. Now I can go into my finish. My third option would be coming to a single leg. She gets ahead of me, post, backing out of it. I'm going to put my knee down, other leg up. I'm coming around, I'm into a single, I'm driving back in. Tabletop in the leg. The key here is I'm only coming back to get to the single, then I have to have an immediate drive and burst with my hips and legs. She sprawls, hand down, knee down, come back out, post in, and my hips are rotating, okay, and I'm walking around behind, tabletop in the leg. We want to get in the habit of tabletopping this leg, whether on a high crotch, a single, all of our finishes. Let's get that leg up on our thigh. One more time. Right here. She scrolls, post, step back, come back here, wrap the leg, elbow deep, run around, tabletop the leg. Next situation, crack back position. Okay, right in here. Now, crack back position, again, a lot of times when we crack back, our shoulder comes out. That's where we get into trouble. So, to keep that from happening, when we step back and crack back, or crack down, okay, we're sinking the arm deep. But right now we're wrist deep. When we step back, we're rotating, coming right here, and sinking the arm deeper. When we land, and a crack back, keep your inside hip down. Okay, your lead leg hip down. Over here, take a big step back, sink the arm. We're landing in this position, we're not resting. I'm pushing with my hand, I'm pushing with my head, I'm pushing with my feet. Okay? Finishing from here. To finish, we're putting my hip goes outside of her knee, and I'm lifting. Walking underneath. Okay? If we stay our hips squared to the mat, okay, she's going to have crotch lift opportunities, chest lock opportunities. Okay, so when we crack back, we're right here, okay? We want to drop our inside hip. It should look like this. Okay? Pushing, everything's pushing, my head, my hand, my feet. Lifting it out, coming across. I either got to get that leg lifted, or I've got to get it straightened. Okay? If I'm in here, and I want to go to the other side, come to the other side, bring me on to the far side. Okay? I've got to isolate this leg. This leg is the leg that's going to hurt me on a chest throw, chest cradle, or a crotch lift situation. High crotch, right here, step back, sink your arm. My head is up, my chest is out, everything's pushing, I'm extending my body. Hip out, tripod, walk underneath. The other situation, we're crowding the opposite side of the body. Okay, right here. Now I'm just isolating the leg, keeping it straight, crowding the opposite side. Finishing from here.